in an all-day meeting for work and just came outside to do chores and found out the sheep are not where they're supposed to be. So let me show you where they're supposed to be and why we're upset about that they're not where they're supposed to be. Let me adjust. Can you see the sheep? They're right there. They're running because they don't belong here. And if you can hear, Ruby is ready to do her job. Come on, Ruby. Ruby has not been trained yet to do, she hasn't had official training to herd sheep, but she definitely is ready and willing, and she she wants to go. So this is Libby in action. They're gonna come fast. The sheep do not appreciate having a dog near them. I don't know if you can see. They're starting to move. And they know exactly where to go. That's Giggles. She takes her time. Come on, Giggles. Come on, girly. Come on, Giggles. And in they go. Good job, Ruby. So I've zoomed in as much as I can. Darren is out there with Ruby, and she's driving them this way. We're currently standing in the hoop house in the barnyard. We lock them in the barnyard to adjust the electric fence. And if it was just us trying to get them in, it would take hours. Ruby can do it in a matter of minutes. And here they come. I don't know if you can see them. It's a mass run. Oh well, they stopped running. Sheep! They're coming. Come on! Come on, sheep! Sheep! And here they come. Oh, come this way. Sheep! Come on! Sheep! And here we go. Everybody's coming in. Come on. Come on. And Ruby is pulling up the end, happy to do her job. Just came in from working the sheep outside, and I didn't have anything planned for dinner. So I am going to a trusted friend, low carb pizza. I will show you the outcome when it gets out of the oven. I do have a video for that, and I'll link it down below. While my pizza is in the oven, I wanted to talk to you guys. Do you guys do any grocery shopping at discount stores? We definitely do. If you remember from my March pantry challenge, I did a lot of grocery shopping at the discount stores. But anyway, one that we have local to us, it's not in our county, it's the next county over, but we consider that local, is called Sharp Shopper, and I believe they are only in Pennsylvania and Virginia. But I got this 2-pound block of cream cheese from New Zealand there, and I think it was a really good deal. I may have paid $3 for this, but it's a really good deal. I only need 8 ounces for my pizza, so I just cut off what I need, and then I will wrap this up and put it away for another time so I can make several pizzas from that one block. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you do any grocery shopping. If you're local, where do you go? Let me know. There it is, right out of the oven, the low carb pizza. And like I said, I will link the recipe for this if you'd like to try it in the description box, and let us know if you do and what you think. Everybody's waiting. If you can see the wires, this is the electric fence where everybody's supposed to be. Everybody's waiting to come out. Come on, girls.
Move it, girls. Come on. Hey, move that
Let's
way.
go. And here they come. Scout. Scout's the first one out. Come on.
Oh.
Maybe not. Oh, the cows started
Yeah,
coming.
the cows
They're
are-
intimidated by the cows. Come on, girlies. Go on.
There goes Libby.
Libby, Willa, Penny. That's mom and two daughters. And then here comes our girl Clarabelle pulling up the end, and the sheep will follow. Come on, girls. Hi, Jenny. Jenny's so tall, she stands above everybody else. Come on. And there they go.
Enid's almost as tall.
They're excited to get back out on pasture. And then they will follow the cows out all the way to their pasture. They're going to be grazing way back by the trees back there. So way down. If we wanted to call them back, we'd have to go down there and call them. They wouldn't hear us from here. There they go. And here's our girl Friendly leading the pack. Come on. Oh, don't stop now. We're going to be in the middle of a stampede in a minute. Come on. Hi, Friendly. Oh my gosh, you are such a sweet girl. You're so sweet. So it is absolutely the next day. I don't normally do videos that are 2 days, but yesterday it just got late with being outside last night with the sheep, and I did end up making dinner. So I wanted to talk for a minute about the sheep and why we are always so concerned about them being outside of their electric fence. After I filmed that previous section of them being turned out into the pasture last night, literally as we were walking back to the barn, they jumped the fence and they were back out into the open pasture. Not only is this frustrating because we spend a lot of time setting this fence up and making sure that it's connected to electricity, it keeps them safe from predators, which we do have, but the more important aspect of keeping them inside of electric fence is that we practice something called rotational grazing. And if you're not familiar with that term, it basically what it is, in a nutshell, is that the herd gets a fresh section of pasture to graze every day. That is good for the soil. It absolutely helps to keep the soil from being, or the ground from being overgrazed, because the cows and the sheep share the same pasture area. But also, and this is just from our personal experience, the kind of sheep that we have, the breed that we have most of, is Finn. And it has been our experience in the past couple of years that Finn sheep are very delicate and susceptible to parasites. What does that mean? That means that if we allow the sheep to just willy-nilly graze the pasture, they will eat down pretty far close to the soil. And unfortunately, that is where the parasites live, within, I believe, the first 2 inches of grass from the soil. So here's your soil, and here's the top of the grass. So like this 2 inches, the sheep can eat all of this, which is what we do and how we monitor it with rotational grazing. So they never really get the opportunity when we rotate them to eat down that far. So when they do contract these parasites, it can be really bad if we're not on top of it. They can turn anemic very quickly, and when you have young lambs or really old ewes, it can get really bad, and sometimes it does. So we want to avoid that. And that's why, if you have ever questioned, the sheep are out, why, they're not in their fence, that is why we are frustrated. It really is just to keep them safe and healthy, and that's really it. And these sheep right now are not satisfied with their selection of pasture. Something I may not have ever mentioned, that our big pasture, which is across the lane from our house, was kept in corn for many, many, many years before we even thought about living here. About 2 years ago now, we had a local farmer plant this big pasture with seeds, grass, to grow grass. And it's been a work in progress because we've had to use it for grazing. So it hasn't had enough time to really rest before we've needed to use it again. So it's coming along, but right now there's there are certain types of grass in the pasture that the sheep just do not want. And it's not that it's not good for them, it's just not up to their palate. And they decided that what was on the other side of their fence last night was much more palatable. So that's it in a very long nutshell of why we are always concerned that the sheep are outside of their electric fence, and why we don't just turn them out into the big pasture and let them graze, you know, willy-nilly all over the place. So just thought you guys might like to know that little tidbit of information. I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed this content. If you do, please, please, please subscribe and share our channel. And until next time, Snoopy says bye-bye.